Welcome to the Whittemore Center for tonight's matchup between the Oyster Bobcats and the Lebanon-Stevens-Mascoma. I'm going to go by Lebanon during the game. Good student section today here for the Bobcats. Almost 5 rows here in the student section. Good for holiday game. Get ready for announcements.
Welcome to Township at the Whittemore Center for tonight's game between the Bobcats of Oyster River and the Raiders of Lebanon-Stevens-Mascoma. Now for your starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Lebanon-Stevens-Mascoma. The left wing, senior number 7, Kaylin Clark. At center, senior number 19, James Stevens. At right wing, sophomore number 6, Tucker Curtis. Defense, junior number 11, Daniel Calderon. Defense, senior number 16, Jaden Montagnacci. And goal, senior number 31, Evan Thibodeau. The Raiders are coached by Nate Doobie, Jared Condon, Justin Benison, Evan Berman. Now for your starting lineups of your Oyster River Bobcats. At left wing, junior number 10, Amos Wyman. At center, senior number 12, Cole Lebeck. At right wing, sophomore number 13, Toby Bergeron. Defense, junior number 16, Grady Goff. At defense, senior number 15, Dominic DeRosa. And in goal, junior number 31, Jackson Pearson. The Bobcats are coached by Peter Harwood, D. Ellis, and Declan Dobney. The officials for tonight's game are Kobe Jacobus and John Herrick. Would you all now please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Excuse the graphics there. It's actually Lebanon-Stevens-Mascoma. Graphic we got up there for Lebanon is the girls team.
Lebanon will remove something of that around him and swap the players. Face off one by the Bobcats.
Bobcat goals from number 12, Kulebeck. Assisted by number 16, Brady Galt at 3 minutes and 33 seconds. From the next Chicago, 3:33.
Looks like there's going to be a discussion.
Rated goal scored by number 19, James Stevens, assisted by number 6, Tucker Curtis, at 3 minutes and 49 seconds. That's Stevens from Curtis at 3:49.
Well, first goal for the Bobcats. Look back. Looks like my mic might have been off. This goal here for Lebanon-Stevens, number 19. The goal will stand. It's 1-1 here in the first. Back to even. Hertzmeyer takes the face-off. DeRosa will send it across to Galt. Galt makes a pass up to the wall here. Comes up to Bellabona. Bellabona feeds Turksmeyer. Curves back around, feeds Galt coming into the zone. He's going to get a shot in the slot, and that's a goal for the Bobcats. Way to answer. Number 16, Galt. Second goal for the Bobcats. Lebanon will win that face-off back, bounce it off the wall.
Bobcat goals will be number 16, Grady Galt. Assisted by number 2, Joe Turksmeyer at 4 minutes and 10 seconds. That's Galt from Turksmeyer at 4:10.
Well, taking it back into the zone, gets a good backhand shot there, just up over the pipe. Bobcats with it. Gonna come back out to Galt for a slap shot. Good save. There's a shot. Tipped. Mark loose along the wall. March will come down the wall to keep it in. Wheeler giving chase over to the far side. It's going to be centered by Lebanon. Coming into the zone. Great back check by Wheeler. He'll pick it up. Regroup behind the net. Gets it over to March. He'll feather it out to Swiss, just gets past his stick. Lebanon will regroup with it, dump it back in. No ice in there. Swiss picks it up behind the net, leaves it behind to March. March will curl it back around. Feeding it out to Wheeler. Wheeler into the neutral zone. He'll gain the offensive zone. Shot. High, a little wide. Lebanon trying to feed it. Millen sends it back into the zone. Lebanon passes it to March. March bounces it behind the net. Nash came down the wall. Nothing results in an opportunity there for the Bobcats. Lebanon gets through the neutral zone. March sends it across to Nash. Nash will gain the zone. Puck's going to come out. Bobcats will have to regroup here. Dumped in by Levesque while the Bobcats will go on a change. Good pass in there by the Bobcats. Gets a shot deflected wide. That's broken stick into the stands. Lebanon, Levesque with the puck. That's fed out front. Save. Levesque wins the face-off forward, chases it behind the net, still has it. Leaves it behind, it's Galt. Back over to Levesque, feeds Galt down below the goal line. Well, they say that stayed in. DeRosa down the wall with it. Lebanon will bounce it off the wall. DeRosa curves around with it. He's going to feed it across the goal. Galt with the shot. Good save. Out to the point. 13 with it. Love down by Lebanon. Lebanon on the attack through the neutral zone. They'll dump it in. Galt picks it up, sends it over to DeRosa. Sends it out of the zone. Lebanon regrouping here. It's going to go across the middle. Bobcats will pick that up. Under pressure. Into the neutral zone. Back into the defensive zone. Bobcats having a little bit of a challenge getting out of the zone right now. They're on the change. There we go. Rose is going to send that across. It's over to Simpo. And Lebanon will kick that out of the zone. March back to pick it up. He's coming on the ice. He'll bounce it off the wall. It's over to Belbona. Belbona will dump that in. Simpo on the far side, looking to center to Dirksmeyer. He's going to come out to the point. Comes out. Over to Nash. He's looking to send that in. Lebanon will pick that up, and that's going to be a tripping on Nash. Power play here for Lebanon. Win the face-off. Bobcats have a chance at the puck. Lebanon will send it back in. Just pinching them off.
Bobcat penalty to number 22, Nathan Nash, 2 minutes for interference at 8 minutes and 53 seconds.
Nope.
That's Nash, 2 minutes for interference at 8:53.
That'll be off. Bobcats collide at the line. Lebanon tips the puck in. No icing here. Lions will send that back and around. Clears it all the way down. Lebanon with the puck into the zone. They've got numbers. Send it across. Great save there by Pearson. Bobcats with it behind the net. Galt. Galt's going to send it hard off the glass. Levesque there to support. That was Lions coming into the zone. Fed across. Difficult play. A little bit behind Lions, but good opportunity with a pass through the crease. A shot again by Lebanon. They deflected wide. Out to the point. March there to battle. The puck is fed out front. Gets picked. Wide of the net. Out to a point. Shot. Deflected. Another shot. Left out front. And that's going to get pushed to the wall here. And out of the zone. DeRosa with it. Into the zone. Curls back around. Looking for some support. Gets a hit. Knocked off the puck there. Swiss with it. Coming through the slot. March to support. Swiss. Puck's loose. Behind the net. Lebanon will pick it up, send it all the way down. Even strength. And that'll be icing. .351 left here in the first. Bobcats 2, Lebanon 1. First 2 goals immediately following each other. Before you can get the announcements out, next goal happened. Bobcats were able to correct that and get one up. Lebanon's going to clear that all the way down for an icing. Redo the face-off. Wheeler down and behind the net. It's going to come out to March. Feeds down the wall to Wheeler. Back out to March. Good job keeping it in. Wheeler's going to send it across. It's blocked. March to Wheeler. Wheeler behind the net. As McMillan out front. Feeds McMillan. Blocked. Lebanon coming the other way. Great back check by Wheeler. Gains possession of the puck again. Puck taken off the stick at the blue line here. Swiss comes right back for it. Takes it back. All by himself. Hard shot. Good save. Lebanon's goalie ready for it. Swiss will send it back down. McMillan behind the goal. Lebanon coming up the near wall, trying to get it out of the zone. They fanned on it. Wheeler will send it back in. Swiss into the corner. Lebanon will send it down the wall. March there to pick it up. Looking for some support. McMillan there. Now come around the near side. Swiss down low with it. Out front. That's a shot by Dirksmeyer. Save. And Lebanon's going to come away with the puck. They're going to send it down for icing. Good zone time for the Bobcats. Some opportunities. Dirksmeyer takes the face off. Lebanon wins it back. Dirksmeyer able to gather it up, though. Feeds it right out front. Lebanon will clear out the crease. Goal with a shot. Glove save. Lebanon with the puck behind the net. Clear the zone. DeRosa back for it. Able to pick it up. Wins the foot race. Pass to Bellabona. Bellabona will gain the zone. Slips it past the defender. Lebanon offering support. Gets the puck. Sends it up the wall. DeRosa pulls it off the wall. Feeds it out to front to Bellabona. Hard shot. Save. Face-off on by the Bobcats. Shot by Bellabona. Hit high. Comes Lebanon. Tip it into the zone. DeRosa again gets to the puck first. Lebanon out front. Good save there by Pearson. Lebanon fans on the puck. Dirksmeyer with it. Gets support. And the Bobcats are going to send that down for icing. Good clear. 57 seconds left here in the first period. Bobcats up by 1. Up one back by the Bobcats. Comes to the near wall. Levesque with it, enters the zone, hard shot, save. Back in for the face-off, wins it forward, but Lebanon will pick it up. Come out to the point and gets past, at least briefly gets past the Bobcats. Bobcats have to regroup here in the neutral zone. Lions with it. Chips it over to the near wall. Number 13 with it, down low. Feeds it out front. Puck's right into the slot. Lebanon able to get it wide. That will come out to the point. Levesque stick. Shot tipped high. March comes down behind the net. Still controlling the puck. Feeds it down low. A nice centering pass right on the whistle for the Bobcats. End of the first period. Bobcats 2, Lebanon 1. be on the other side of the intermission.
Shots on goal for the first period. Oyster River 14, Lebanon 5.
As always, my shots on goal numbers are a little bit different but close. I'm just being indicative of how the teams are getting scoring chances. So I think we're pretty close. See you in the second. called back for it. Bounces behind to DeRosa. DeRosa will send it off the wall. Lebanon waiting for it. We'll send it back behind the net. Bobcats out of the zone. Send it across the width of the ice. Out front. Good defense. Keeps it from becoming a scoring opportunity. We'll pull it to the near wall. Accelerate up the wall into the zone. It's tangled up along the wall here. Puck still loose. Puck's going to shoot out into the neutral zone. Lebanon picks it up. It's down to Levesque. Levesque will get the puck deep. Bobcats go on a change. Lebanon will chip it up the wall. Bobcats able to send it back down. Well defended by Lebanon. Get into the neutral zone, but that will be intercepted by March. He'll take it into the offensive zone, leave it back for Wheeler. Wheeler comes back to support. Lebanon will fan on that shot. Still in the zone. Bobcats get it into the neutral zone. Knapp applying pressure. Dirksmeyer trying to get it into the zone. Goes off with Lebanon. Bobcats will regroup here in the neutral zone. Dirksmeyer pulls back around. It's a shot in, wide of the net. On the far side, Wheeler keeps it low. Was able to get that puck out into the slot, but Lebanon will clear it. They go on to the attack. There's a shot blocked by Galt. Puck left in the slot. Chipped out to Swiss. He'll accelerate. Bobcats have numbers. That's cut across to Dirksmeyer. There's the backhand, the pass into the slot. There's another pass shot wide. Shot safe. No, might have gone wider than that. Puck's still loose. Down along the near wall. Lebanon will get out of the zone with it. Send it across, but nobody was there. Creates enough interference. Dirksmeyer gets it briefly in the zone, and that puck will jump out into the Bobcat bench. Clock going. We'll get that corrected. 12 minutes left on the clock here in the second. That is a pass and goal for the Bobcats off the faceoff. It's like a goal by Linens. The 10 for the Bobcats. Bobcats get that puck
Bobcat
in.
goal! Score number 10, Amos Winans. Assisted by number 12, Cole Levesque at 3 minutes and 4 seconds. That's Winans from Levesque at 3:04.
That was Winans from Levesque at 3:04. The third goal for the Bobcats. First one here in the second period. March with it and set it up the half wall. Coming to chip it out of the zone. Does get out of the zone. Levesque's got it on his stick. Bounces it into the offensive zone. Lebanon's going to send it down for an icing. Face-off won by the Bobcats with a shot and a glove save. Face off again, one back. Not quite everything on the shot. Bobcats was retaining the puck. Jartsmeyer with a hard hit. Lebanon grabs it, bounce it off the wall to the near side. Wheeler there for it. The puck low. It's taken off the puck. Jartsmeyer coming in for support. And Swiss. Will be kept in by DeRosa. He comes down the wall, absorbs a hit. Takes a hard hit here on the near wall, and that looks like that is going to be a penalty on Lebanon. But I appreciate the sportsmanship there by 13 or 3. 13. Looks like we'll have a Bobcat power play.
Raider penalty number 13, Benjamin Bennis to the charger at 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Bennis to the charger at 4:27.
So a Lebanon penalty for charging. Lebanon was able to clear that. Bobcats into the zone. That's Levesque with the puck. He'll come into the high slot. Get a shot off. It's off. It's off the skate of the defender. Bobcats able to keep that puck in the zone. Back in the slot. Sends it across to Belmona. And what a beautiful goal. One-timer. That was number 5, Belmona. Well, one-timer. That'll clear the penalty. That's a power play goal. 4-1 Bobcats. Lebanon able to win the face-off forward all the way into the
Bobcats
zone.
goal scorer number 5, Nico Belmona. Assisted by number 12, Colbeck, and number 10, Amos Linings at 5 minutes and 3 seconds. That's Belmona from the Mexican Linings at 5:03.
That's temporarily cleared the zone, right back in. March back for it. Back offering some support, picks up the puck. He'll come through the neutral zone. Gains the zone. Gets a shot. Deflected up over the goalie. Lebanon will clear it down. Not going to be icing. Picked up by Nash. She'll feed it forward. Wheeler chasing down into the corner. Puck is still loose at their feet. West behind the net with it. Cycles up, sends it back down to Jartsmeyer. Jartsmeyer will pull it off the wall, bounces it up the wall. Targeted for Abbott. Abbott back to gather it up. He'll take it in behind the net. He's got pressure. Sends a long pass intercepted by Lebanon. We'll take it into the zone. Lebanon with a shot. Wide of the net. Comes to the near wall. Wheeler with it into the neutral zone. Bobcats pick up the loose puck. Here comes Swiss. He's got to work around a stick that was left in the middle of the ice. He's still got it. Looking for support. He'll send it out to Levesque at the blue line. Was cycling around the top, leaves it behind. There's a shot up over the net. Puck's coming all the way back. That'll be Nash to pick it up. Comes over to the far wall. That's Abbott. Abbott pulls it off the wall. It's on Delabona's stick. Delabona coming down into the zone. Tries to cut back. Gets some support by Lyons. Shot over the net. Galt sends it back behind the net. Lebanon along the wall with it here. They're in the neutral zone. Good back check by Levesque. Galt picks it up. He's got pressure. Bobcats out of the zone. Here comes Lyons. Good defense. Gets him cleanly off the puck. There's a shot by Galt. Defended well in the slot. Doesn't make its way to the goalie. With speed, Galt picks it up. Running through the neutral zone. Loses the puck. There's going to be a shot. Good save by Pearson. And the Bobcats were able to get that puck out of the slot. Still loose behind the net. That's DeRosa with it. Leaves it for Galt. Galt passes it into the neutral zone. Levesque will gain the zone. He's got Delabona down the middle, supported by Winans. Puck's going to come to the near wall. Nash quick to get to it. Good support by Delabona. Delabona will send it behind the net. Lebanon will send it back to Delabona. Comes back out to Nash. Nash with a shot. It's going to be a save for Lebanon. Not by the Bobcats. Swiss with it. Coming down the high slot. Shot. That's going to be a goal for Swiss. Bobcats here in the second. Face-off won by Dirksmeyer. Delabona will send that puck all the way around.
Bobcat goal, score by number 7, Nolan Swiss. Assisted by number 12, Paul Levesque, and number 5, Nico Delabona, 9 minutes, 44 seconds. That's Swiss, Paul Levesque, Delabona. At 9:44.
It's Nash on the far wall. It's pinched off the puck. Bobcats into the zone. Hard shot, good save. Lebanon with the puck into the neutral zone. Oh, was able to get that back into the offensive zone for the Bobcats. Lebanon sends it back out to Galt. And he'll wait till everyone clears and dumps it in. Dirksmeyer applying pressure immediately. Lebanon over on the near wall with it. Looks to center it. Rosa wide. Is able to send it up to Dirksmeyer. Dirksmeyer will turn up ice. Offsides for the Bobcats briefly. Here comes DeRosa with it. Tumbles it down into the zone. And Lebanon's going to send it across. They've got a little bit of speed into the zone. Shot deflected off Galt's stick high. Cats managing the puck here in the middle. Gets past the intended recipient, but not for any icing. get it into the zone, but still haven't been able to control it in very often. About to chip down, all the way down, no icing. Neither team really controlling the puck through the neutral zone right now. March with it. So we're trying to reset here, behind the net. He's got some pressure, he feeds Swiss. Bounce off Swiss's stick. March will pick it up, enters the zone with some speed. Into the slot. Feeds it across to McMillan. Comes Lebanon. That'll be a shot, good save. Pearson, puck into the neutral zone. Lebanon will, it looks like they got to it. But Swiss will come away with it. Good shot, glove save by Lebanon. Puck tied up on the face-off. That's Levac taking that draw. Lebanon's going to send it all the way around to the far wall. And bounces it off the wall, lands on a Lebanon stick. There's a foot race for it. Pass across the slot. Just beyond the reach of either team in both those passes, but Bobcats have it in the zone. Or at least the puck's in the zone. Bobcats do have it now. Taking off the puck. Lebanon will chip it up. Nash grabs it in the neutral zone. Bounces it off the wall. Lebanon will dump it in. Nash back for it. Centering pass. That lands right on Levesque's stick. He's got support behind him. Feeds it back. Great shot. Up over the net. So, arguably hard shot. Lebanon getting just on some space there. They'll take a shot. Great save by Pearson. Pearson drops it to keep the clock rolling. Bobcats get it into the zone. Lebanon picks it up though. Winans gets position along the wall. Gonna come out to DeRosa. DeRosa for a shot. Tipped off Levesque's stick. Good save by Lebanon. DeRosa sends it wide. Finds Gall. Gall sends it across. Deflection to Levesque. Levesque gets a shot on that. Good rebound there, but doesn't turn into a scoring opportunity out to Winans. Winans will send it into the corner. And it's going to be the end of the second period. Bobcats 5, Lebanon 1. See you for the third period.
Shots on goal for the second period. Oyster River 10, Lebanon 3.
communicate here. Right now, Cat's working hard. These whistles will probably try to get another power cable down here for the camera. Just noticed that. Was not with it in the neutral zone, but also are able to get it off the stick briefly. There's a shot glove save.
Bobcat goal scorer number 5, Nico Bellabona, unassisted at 2 minutes and 34 seconds. That's Bellabona unassisted at 2:34.
Bellabona with the goal. We have enough juice for the battery here to get through the rest of the game. Swiss out front with it. That's going to be a great backhand roll.
Bobcat goal scored by number 7, Nolan Swiss. Assisted by number 2, Joe Dirksmeyer, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. A switch from Dirksmeyer, 3:20.
This is going to be a little bit of a radio show until the battery gets a little more juice in it. It seems, I don't know what's going on. I apologize. 7-1 here, Bobcats. 11 minutes left in the game. None of us expected this to be a radio show today. I'll do my best. Bobcats battling it on the blue line. Galt gets the puck deep. Lebanon back for it. Bobcats are playing a bit of a prevent offense here. Linen sends that across. Levesque down low on the far wall. He skates over to the circle. Lebanon puts it back behind the net. Levesque picks it up again above the top of the circles, feeds it back below. Pass all the way across the slot to Winans. DeRosa down low to keep that puck in. Winans on the wall. He's pinning the puck along the wall. Lebanon trying to get it. DeRosa down to support. Winans still with it. Puck comes up and Lebanon's able to clear it all the way down. Galt grabs it behind the net, defensive zone. Sends it up to DeRosa mid-wall. DeRosa sends it over to Levesque through the neutral zone. Levesque will curl back. Feeds it over. There's a shot wide of the net by DeRosa. Puck is loose in the slot. DeRosa with it. Got 4 Lebanon players around him. Galt will pick that up. Levesque will pick that up, sends it across the slot. Lebanon will get the puck into the neutral zone. Most of their players are going on a change, and Lions dumps the puck in. Bobcats will go on a change. 9 minutes on the clock. Lebanon enters the neutral zone. A ton of confidence, but they'll gather the puck back up. And that is an icing by Lebanon. Face-off won by Lebanon. They'll come out of the zone with the puck. March is able to gather it quickly in the neutral zone and pump it back in. Lebanon will gather it behind the net. March in the neutral zone. Lebanon will dump it in. Back to retrieve is Bellabone on the corner. Lebanon sends it out front. They've got space and they send it off the side of the net. Shot from the dot, wide open. Bellabone will center that pass over to Dirksmeyer. Dirksmeyer trying to enter the zone. Able to, briefly. Lebanon will come out into the neutral zone. They'll dump it in. It's going to go all the way around to the far corner. March sends it up the wall, but there's no Bobcat home. Deflects off a shot from the point, deflects off the skates of the Bobcats. Here comes Dirksmeyer through the neutral zone with it. Good stick defense by Lebanon to knock it off his stick. Pass across the neutral zone. Lebanon's able to dump it in, go for the change. 7:21 left on the clock. Bellabone with it on the near wall, sends it up the wall to Dirksmeyer. Dirksmeyer enters the zone, has Sinfo in the center, centers it to Sinfo. Just beyond the reach of his stick. Lebanon will come the other way. They dump the puck in. There's a foot race for it. Nash behind the net, picks it up, sends it back to Nemeth. Nemeth will send it into the neutral zone. It's picked up by Swiss. Swiss with the top of the circle with it. He'll step into the circle, send it back to Nemeth. It'll get out of the zone. Nemeth grabs it, sends it across to Nash. Nash will take it back into the defensive zone. Backhand through the neutral zone to Wheeler. Lebanon tries to feather it into the zone. Fans on it. Bobcats will take it back in the zone. That's Swiss through the circle. He's down below the goal line, behind the net, taking off the puck briefly. Wheeler will send it back to the far side. Comes up the wall. Lebanon focused on the hit, not the puck. Swiss will grab it, try to center it. That puck's coming down. That'll go all the way down to Pearson. He'll kick it to the wall. Emmett behind the net. Sends it to the near wall. Goes hard up the wall. Lebanon gets a chance back at it. Wheeler chips it into the neutral zone. Swiss will pick it up into the zone. Wheeler will have to come back out to the blue line to grab it. He's able to get it before it gets out of the zone and sends it down below the goal line. And here comes Lebanon into the zone. Defended well by DeRosa. Gets it into the wall behind the goal line. Lebanon will pump it all on the far wall. Hines with it. Lebanon able to keep it in the zone. Now come across the middle. Sent out to bouncing around the neutral zone. Levesque's going to chase it down into the corner. It's a foot race. Lebanon will gather it up. Make a pass across the neutral zone. Trying to center it. DeRosa intercepts. Through the neutral zone he goes. He'll enter the zone. He's got Winans on the near side. Tries to backhand it over to Levesque. Levesque's able to pick it up after it came off his stick. Neutral zone. Levesque turns around with it, gains the blue line briefly, tries to send the puck deep into the zone, bounces off a Lebanon player. Number 13 for the Bobcats will bounce it off the glass. Lebanon with it behind the net. Sent it off the side of their post accidentally. Bobcats are just not willing to give up. The pass comes right across the slot off Levesque's skates. Lebanon's able to get it into the neutral zone. They'll get a shot wide of the net. Galt back behind the net to pick it up. Avoids the check. Comes up the near wall. Galt with it into the neutral zone. Comes down the middle. He's got Levesque down the slot. It's briefly taken off the puck. Lyons will go over to the far wall, pick it up. He takes a hard shot. Save by Lebanon. DeRosa with a good stick check to keep that puck off the hit of Lebanon, but it did pop into the neutral zone briefly. Bobcats will dump the puck in, go for a change. Lebanon just entering the neutral zone now. Number 11 for Lebanon gets it into the zone, but he's unsupported. And puck banned. Lebanon will try to center it. Lands on a Bobcat stick. Here comes Bellabona into the neutral zone. Feathers it across from March, just ahead of him. Lebanon will pick it up on the far wall. They'll get into the zone. Lebanon with numbers on the far side at the dot, takes the shot. And the puck goes over the net, comes to the near wall, and the Bobcats going the other way. Dirksmeyer gets past the D. Puck comes off his stick and to the near wall. Bobcats dump it in. Lebanon with it down on the hash. They send it to the far side, down below the goal line. 2:38 left in the game. Lebanon makes the pass, doesn't connect. March will go back for it, but that'll be icing. That'll come back. We are on running clock right now. Well, that'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Bobcats. Face-off won by the Bobcats. Here comes Lebanon. They've got numbers 3-on-1. Nash to support or defend. Nash is able to knock the puck off the stick of the Lebanon attacker. Bobcats go the other way. Wheeler with it behind the net. He sends it into the slot. Nobody home for the Bobcats. Lebanon will come through the neutral zone. This time they don't have numbers though. And they fan on the puck. That puck's out in front. They fanned on it, did get a shot off. Pearson saves it. It's left in the slot. Good stick work by Swiss to get through and get a backhand shot. Nice save by Lebanon's goalie. And he covers up, so we'll have an offensive zone face off for the Bobcats. Quebec will take the drop. 1 minute left.
1 minute left to play the period. 1 minute.
Face off with a shot off the face off. Good save. Lebanon gets the puck out to the neutral zone off the face-off. 20 for Lebanon. Good attack. Can't get the shot off. Abbott picks up the puck. He'll skate up the wall, near wall here with it. Sends it back over to... that's DeRosa, of course. DeRosa gets a shot down the ice, just wide of the net. Levesque centers it on his backhand into the slot. Lebanon will get the puck into the neutral zone, feather it in, but race back for it, and that'll be the end of the game. Bobcats 7, Lebanon 1. Well, I've got some homework to do to make sure the battery on the camera doesn't die during the middle of the game. I apologize for that. I think we got all the goals recorded. Yeah, I need to hear that. Not to be talking.
Shots on goal in the third period. Oyster River 8, Lebanon 4.
That'll be the final score.
Join the Bobcats for our Christmas tournament starting on December 27th. Next home game from the regular season, January 11th against Summer's Cole Brown at 1 p.m.
So the Bobcats will get ready for the holiday tournament here at the Whittemore Center on the 27th.
Bobcats would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year.
Well, as the announcer said here, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year, and Happy Hanukkah. We'll see you at the next game.